Hey guys, my name is Alex. I'm a full-time Forex trader based in Romania, and in today's video, we're going to talk about consolidating markets and how to correctly identify them. When we talk about a consolidating market, what we have been taught to believe that is basically when price is stuck within a range. And the way that we're being taught to trade that is that if it breaks to the downside, we wait for a retest and then we take the sell. If it breaks to the upside, we wait for a retest and then we take the buy, right? However, that's not the case, and it's not going to work. And more often than not, you're going to lose money using that approach. Now, let's think about it like this. When we analyze price action, what do we basically analyze? We analyze the fluctuations of a financial market from two perspectives. The perspective of price, which is on the right side on the vertical scale of your chart, and the perspective of time, which is on the bottom, the horizontal scale on your chart. If we were to go a little in the past and find a trending market that has been clearly in a trend, in this case, we had this nice, beautiful bullish trend in here on gold. We can see that healthy trends usually develop throughout the course of multiple weeks. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus another half a week in here. So we have almost 6 weeks of bullishness. If we move a little more to the right side, we're going to find another healthy trend, this time a bearish one. We're going to see that the market has kept that bearish direction throughout the course of multiple weeks. More exactly, in this case, throughout the course of 4 weeks. How do we identify that? It's very easy. We break weekly lows and we respect the weekly highs. High of that week, respected. 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 Now, if you still do not know how to read market bias correctly, the way that I use it and the way that my students use it, then by all means, please go ahead and watch that video that's going to be linked right there. It is going to completely change the way that you view the market. Now, when I initially started my trading journey, I was so afraid of consolidating markets because I didn't know exactly in which direction they were going to break. I always had the impulse to buy at the lower limit and to sell at the higher limit. And I'm not saying that this is wrong. I'm just saying that if you are going to use this approach, at some point, you are going to end up losing because the market cannot just ping pong between these levels forever. Okay, at some point, it's going to have to break. And no, I do not use the kind of approach to wait for a break to the upside, retest and buy, or wait for a break to the downside, retest and buy. You can have that approach, but it's simply not what I use right now. In my trading journey, however, I did have that kind of approach. And unfortunately, it has happened to me a lot of times to see that different shady brokers that I was using back then would actually have a very big candle moving above the upper limit of my range. And then eventually that actually turned into a wick, retracing and leaving a big wick behind. So because I was FOMOing a lot, I would just buy during the development, during the creation of that candle that was breaking my range limit, and then it would eventually tumble down against me. Now, that has happened a lot of times to me. And when I would go back and compare broker A to broker B, I would actually see that another, perhaps more respectable broker wouldn't do this kind of shady stuff in here, right? So talking about brokers, this is one of the main reasons why I have decided to switch to Hanko Trade. A few of the key benefits of using Hanko Trade is that they have a 1 to 500 leverage. You can change that leverage at any time. They have very low spread starting from 0 pips. Also, they have the lowest commission in the market. And if you're going to use the link in the description down below, you're going to get a 100% matching deposit bonus. I don't know what you're waiting for. Anyway, guys, so enough with my journey about changing my broker. Let's get into the actual reason why I'm making this video, which is how you can correctly identify ranging markets. So when we look at price, just like I was saying, we need to blend together not only the concept of price, but also the concept of time, the fluctuation of a financial asset in time. And I'm not talking about different time frames. No, I'm talking about how fast does the market confirm a reversal. If we're going to analyze what happened during the past 4 weeks using the exact same methodology in the market bias video that I recommended to you earlier, we're going to see that as opposed to what we have seen previously, which is we had 6 weeks of bullish market and then we have 4 weeks of bearish market exclusively. Right now, we're going to see that during the course of these last 4 weeks, the market has actually had a lot of confirmed reversals, right? So let's start from here. We were definitely in a bearish market, both from a weekly and a daily perspective. And then in here, we broke 2 daily highs. So in here on Tuesday during this week, we had the first daily bullish reversal confirmed. So I'm going to mark that with a 1, right? Because weekly remained bearish when we broke one daily low over there. That was our second confirmed reversal from a daily perspective, right? We switched to the upside, and then the next day we switched back to the downside. The following day, we can see that again, we break 2 daily highs. So we have the third bullish reversal confirmed. And then on Monday, the next week, we break a weekly high. So that's our fourth reversal, right? Then the next week breaks 2 daily lows. So we have our fifth reversal confirmed over there. And even Friday puts us back on a bearish bias 100%. So that is number 20. Wednesday, we break 2 daily highs. So that's number 21. And because weekly continues to be bearish, yesterday we broke Wednesday's low. So that's the 22nd reversal throughout the course of 4 weeks. And this is the 5th week. So as opposed to the previous market cycle during which we had 4 weeks of bearishness, and also the previous market cycle during which we had 6.5 weeks of bullishness, 22 confirmed reversals within 4 weeks. This is what actually a ranging market looks like. And if you're going to go on a daily chart, and if you're going to divide your daily chart into yearly ranges, so put a vertical line at the first trading day within the month of January, and then measure from the low to the high, find the mid spot, find the equilibrium level of that yearly range. Generally speaking, the market has had some periods of ranging consolidations like that, also stuck in a range, but at the same time breaking daily highs, breaking daily lows, daily highs, daily lows. Throughout the course of 1 week in here, we broke multiple daily highs and then daily lows and again daily highs. And in here, that was 2020. This happened in June. Previous year, which is 2021, again, we have the low of the year, the high of the year. This is the equilibrium, mid-range. And we're going to see that in June, we started a decline towards the mid-price of the year. Again, June. And at this point, if we were to consider the range from the established low of the year till the established high of the year, the mid-range would be around there. However, we can see that we didn't have so much consolidation around that level. Yes, we did have the market going higher, bullishness, and again, those 4 weeks of complete bearishness that we've seen earlier. However, starting from June, which is around this level, we can see that we have a very clear range from a price perspective. And also, like I showed you, we did reverse multiple times throughout the course of a very short period of time, okay? And it's happening again in June. If we go, for example, back in 2019, the low of the year, the high of the year, we can see that again, around the midpoint of the year, we had, again, a ranging market, not only from the perspective of price being stuck in a price range, but at the same time, we were breaking daily highs, then we break daily lows, then we break daily highs again, then again, we break some daily lows, and then again, we start to break daily highs, then again, daily lows, right? So in here, again, in June, July, we can see that the market had not only a consolidating range in terms of price, but also in terms of time. So if you want to correctly identify ranging markets, do not limit yourself to just finding the price range that financial asset is stuck between, okay? Because more often than not, you're going to see that the market is not going to spend a lot of time within a price range, especially if you're looking on intraday charts, right? Because in here, we can see a bullish trend, right? And then we have bearishness. And then we break structures to the upside, and then to the downside, and then to the upside, and then to the downside. Then in here, upside, lower, higher, lower, lower, lower. Then again, higher, higher, higher. And now lower, 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 right? So you can see that we're not actually in a range from the perspective of a scalper or a day trader, right? However, the fact that we change the market direction very often tells us, signals to us the fact that we are in a consolidating market. I hope that today's video has been insightful. Thank you for watching. If you want to find out more details about the way that I trade, make sure to visit the link in the description down below. Make sure that you're not going to fall for the trap of the scammers, because there are a lot of impersonators copying my content and stealing the name of my brand, Forex, RBV Forex Made Easy. and also stealing my pictures. And they have created their own Telegram channels in which they attract a lot of people and they scam them. Feel free to comment your thoughts about this method of identifying a ranging market. Feel free to let me know what improvements I should bring to my videos. I have received some good advices from you guys throughout the course of my previous videos, and I do appreciate them. I'm very open to receiving suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. I do wish that you have a wonderful trading journey. Bye.